Before we jump into a recap of It Ends With Us, but Justin, Blake, Ryan, and all that good stuff, I just want to take a second to say welcome and thank you to all the new subscribers who have joined my little channel. Some of you guys came over after watching my buddy Kevin and I on Kirsty, oh no, excuse me, I'm sorry, I keep butchering her name. Oh my God, I'm horrible. Shusty Flaw. I think I got it right. I apologize if it's wrong again. I've been saying Kirsty, but I want to say it the correct way. Anyway, I'm so grateful for you guys to be here, and I hope that you like my little version of things that are going on with the case, as well as little tidbits of insider info I get from Hollywood insiders, as well as info I may have just from working with my clients in the industry. I am from LA. I'm a hairdresser, and I've been working with the industry for over 20 years. Anyway, please enjoy the recap. Blake and Ryan did a Get Ready With Me Halloween special. There was a lot of powder involved. Did you guys catch that in the slow-mo? Because I think he was just showing us his true colors. A lot of baby powder was used so that they can have the salt and pepper look. Yeah, we saw that correctly. He just, doubled down on his joke. Interesting, right? Oh, and Blake posted this poem to her daughter, which is very interesting. No one told you to hush, and no one said to be quiet. You can't be a woman without being brave. You don't need permission. You don't need to be saved. You can be soft and still know how to roar. Yes, you can be kind, and so much more. So, hey, Blake Lively, why don't you take some advice from this poem and stop pretending that you're this victim? Because we know that you weren't trying to be brave and you didn't need permission, clearly, when you were taking authorship. Well, it's about time Brian Friedman fires back. So the legal battle between Justin and Blake is not over. Hallelujah. Finally, all the news outlets are correctly reporting what actually happened. As soon as legacy media reports the actual truth, that the lawsuit isn't over, she starts crashing out on Instagram. Media reports about a missed deadline are misleading, as he explains why his team chose not to amend the $400 million lawsuit against Blake Lively. Next steps are part of a planned legal strategy, people. The delay was intentional to preserve appeal rights. Brian Friedman coming in guns a-blazing, and he says, quote, "At this point, we have to set the record straight. No deadlines were missed. Our clients chose not to amend their complaint to preserve appeal rights. In the meantime, we are focusing on Ms. Lively's claims. We remain fully committed to pursuing the truth through every legal and factual avenue available, and look forward to our day in court." And then there's this weird part about a $250 million harassment complaint against the director. I don't know where that number came from. If somebody knows, please let me know. That's the first time I'm hearing that number.
I think
Robyn
I know
Lively,
where this is
Robyn
going.
Lively
Yes,
is
yes.
now is now married to her sister's ex-boyfriend. That is really weird.
This is true. So before Bart Johnson was with Robyn Lively, he was with Lori Lively, and they were together for quite a long time. And then after Robyn did the show Savannah, Lynette, you and I have talked about why these women from the Valley fancy themselves these Southern belles or something. It's absolutely ludicrous. Like, it's so
Yeah.
crazy. But yeah,
Wow. And now they're one big happy family.
yeah, like I guess keep it in the
So weird.
family, right? Keep it in the family.
Keep
it in the family.
Into perspective of how this family dynamic is, because you said, Kevin, but Lynette, you have to talk about, because you were subpoenaed as well.
I had no idea. And so finally someone's comment made me go check my Gmail, and I put in the words Google subpoena, and boom, there it was. You've been subpoenaed by Blake Lively et al. Blah, 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 blah. But I really pissed them off. I think my I think I've done so many deep dives on both Ryan and Blake that I really hit some nerves, and maybe that's why they chose me too. It's like, and I was in my son's jujitsu class and I ran out and I did a little video. I said, well, I guess I'm one of the first 14 content creators. And I was pretty surprised. And I don't understand the rhyme or reason and the logic behind who was chosen.
I
don't
love
know.
that, everyone that was subpoenaed just kept talking about them. It was just like they fueled it even more. And now we all feel like, okay, it's more important than ever to, speak our minds.
Blake Lively was not nice to Leighton Meester, and I've already explained this in a couple of videos, but since we need a reminder for some of the people in the comments, let's look at this video.
Chuck has a matching pet monkey with coordinating outfits, and I was like, I would love to be part of the show, but I can't act with a monkey. And then I got a few of them. I'm just teasing.
He's got a few of them.
Come on, it was a joke. Lord have mercy.
That was a lot of information about cages, and I'm sorry, I was still thrown off by that.
He was like, wow.
Who else didn't want to act in a cage?
Well, some of them started in a cage. Yeah.
Saying that Leighton was born in a cage, and if you don't know the story, it will tear your heart to pieces. What kind of a monster says that? What a low blow. Yeah, Blake Lively, that's the kind of monster who says it. Leighton was not a fan of Blake, and Blake was not a fan of Leighton. They could not even be in the same room when there were meetings. They had to be separated during Gossip Girl, during the six seasons and 127 episodes. Okay? So, for those little pesky comments in my other videos, trying to say that Blake is so great, come on, give me a break.
It's also fun at the after party to see a lot of like 10-year-old girls be like, Alice, hi, and like they were having their crushes,
Right.
And not just 10-year-old girls. I mean, girls in many different age groups,
And probably some men as well.
yes.
Okay.
Those are the only ones he was responding to, oddly. Just, joking. He's got a lovely wife and a beautiful little baby girl, but we probably shouldn't talk about that because we want people to only look at him for his sexy, sweaty, steamy body in the trailer, and we want to get girls in the theater for that. It's like this really like emotional scene, and then he comes out like slow motion, like covered in steam and like nipple hair. Like, what is happening right now? But it's the trailer shot.
Right. Well, speaking of nipple hair, you worked with Harrison Ford as well,
and so we finished the scene, and he just finally went like that, and I was like, can you give me some sort of feedback, or we've been working together for a few weeks, just give me something. And he's like, I'll give you something if you deserve it. I was like, oh, great. So I don't know if he said that.
I'll take that as a grumpy story.
No, I don't think it's grumpy. It gets better though. So sorry, I tell really long stories. But he didn't say it in those words, but he sort of like said as much. So then at the end of the scene, he just sort of smiled and winked and was like, that was it? That's all you have to say to me? Like, can you just give me a compliment, please? And then so he's like, that you were actually really great in that scene. And I said, you know what? You were too. You're not nearly as bad as they say. And like, he laughed so hard. And then like, from then on was just like, you saw like the Pepe Le Pew eyes, like, like he like finally liked me and appreciated me. And then he was wrapped forever.
Okay, well, I think now we are going to turn it over to the audience.
Hi, Blake.
Hello.
Congratulations on your new bundle of joy.
Thank you.
You talked about...
Is that him? Is he my new bundle of joy?
So cute.
Surprise.
You can hold him in your arms.
Positive looseness, not like a hussy looseness. But maybe a hussy looseness too. Hey, I don't know who your grandmas are boning. Whatever it is that I do, I wasn't doing as well around Maria as I was around Julianne because I needed her to say, you're doing great. And not until we finished the movie, she was like, I'm so happy to work with you. I feel like we did such great work together. Do you feel good about it? And I was like, God, could you have said that on day one? This movie. And it was also fun at the after party to see a lot of like 10.
Please like, share, subscribe, hype, all that good stuff. Thank you again. I appreciate every single one of you, and see you in the comments.